What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is my brand new channel where I'm going to talk about Chromebooks, unbox Chromebooks, do tips and tricks and other things like that. So this is actually the first Chromebook that I've ever owned. So we're going to unbox that. A little bit of history about me. I work on Chromebooks every single day in education, fixing them, doing stuff for people and helping them out. So I figured I would go ahead and start making videos on Chromebooks. So if you guys are into stuff like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. This is the Acer Chromebook Spin 514. It comes in pure silver and I believe it has an Intel processor in it. It also comes with 4 gigs of RAM, and I think it's like a something like a 128 gig, maybe a 64 gig eMMC drive, which is basically flash storage. I think that's a little bit better, but I guess you guys can watch me mess up unboxing this thing on camera. So there we go. So you cut that part open. We're gonna take this and I guess we can turn it around this way so you guys can see everything. And we're gonna flip that open. So all right, we're gonna hold it like that. So got our Chromebook right here, got our packaging here. Looks like this is our accessories. So we do get a power cable, and it comes in 2 parts, and I believe this is a USB-C power cable. So let's just toss it to the side. So yeah, as you guys can see here, it is definitely USB-C. Then on the other part, we have the other part of the adapter that connects to it. So if we were to take this, and you have these little 3 prongs here, and you have these 3 prongs, you're just gonna plug those together, and that's basically it for that. Then we have our Chromebook. So I tried to make that look a little bit better, but oh well. So take all that stuff, put it to the side. So all of it is just packaging and shipping stuff. And we actually get some documentation here about the Chromebook. And this is a quick setup guide. The other thing that I saw online with Best Buy was apparently if you buy one of these, you get like a free trial of YouTube Premium for 3 months. So that may or may not interest you, but we don't get like the CD discs because they really don't make those anymore, and this doesn't have a CD drive. So that is it for the box. So we're gonna go ahead and move all this stuff to the side. And now for the main attraction, here it is. So like I said, this is my first Chromebook. I decided to go for a little bit of a nicer one, and this has a pretty good, pretty sleek design. This was on sale at Best Buy for $299 US. I will put a link in the description for an Amazon link if you guys want to go there and pick one of these up and support me through that way. If you guys buy one, I do get a small kickback, so there's that. But this actually feels really nice and really premium, for what it is. Like, you definitely feel like the aluminum on here, it feels cold. It doesn't feel plasticky or flimsy or anything like that. Like, I can't really, twist it that much, which is something that you see happen a lot with the lower end Chromebooks. So we flip that open. We can, see my light and all my other stuff going on in there. But this is basically how the keyboard looks. Those actually feel pretty good. You have an actual diving board mechanism. And I'm sorry, this actually is not Intel. This is the AMD Ryzen 3 and the AMD Radeon graphics. So going back here, we got, I believe this is our power button here, our USB-A port, USB-C port, and if you wanted to lock it, you could. I don't think there's a key in here already, but once again, on the other side, USB-C, USB-A, and a headphone jack. Excuse me. Also, you have a micro SD card slot, and the power button is actually on the left. So this button over here must be for the volume control. Also, if you were to take this Chromebook and just open it up, you could also control the volume from here. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how it is looking from here. So we're going to go ahead and plug this thing up and get it powered on. All right, let's go ahead and plug that in. All right, there we go. We got our Chromebook screen starting up, and I'm just gonna zoom in on this a little bit. All right, so now we got our Chromebook welcome screen. So this is the screen that you're gonna see when you first set this up, and we're gonna go ahead and go to Let's Go. And right now it's just showing me all of my wireless networks. So let me go ahead and connect to my network. All right, so we are now connected, and we have the good old Google terms and conditions, and it's going to do an immediate check of the updates. And I'm actually going to turn this light off because it's a little bit distracting. All right, I think that looks a little bit better, and I apologize for the blue hue that is on the screen as coming from my RGB bulb that I should probably turn off, but I'm recording everything with my iPhone, so for right now we're just going to leave it as is. And this is pretty much taking us through the setup process, checking for updates, probably going to download any extra updates that we need to download. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this run all the way through. And as soon as I said that, it went ahead and finished. So right now it's telling us the latest update is going to be about 12 minutes. So as soon as this gets done, I'm gonna go ahead and cut back to the rest of the video, and then we're going to continue the setup from here. It's actually kind of weird. I can see my reflection on the camera here. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, now it's restarting, and let's go ahead and refocus a little bit here. And pretty much this is taking us back through the setup process, rechecking our network, reconnecting. Now, the first thing that we see here with the screen here is it's asking us who is going to use the Chromebook. Either it's going to be you, the adult, or you can set this up for a child. In another video, I can show you guys how to set up the parental controls and all that stuff. But for right now, we're just going to say that we're setting it up for me. And pretty much here, you have your sign in to your Chromebook. Now, you're going to be able to sign into your Chromebook with a Gmail address sign in. So obviously, if you don't already have a Gmail account, you would actually go ahead, make a Gmail account, have your email, and then get your password, and then sign in with this. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in, but I'm going to, skip the little screen part because I want you guys to see my email. So all right, we are signing in, and pretty much I had the two-factor authentication turned on, so it took a little bit of a while, but now we are going through with the rest of the process, and we are getting the please wait screen. So let me go on through here. Now, basically, you have sync your Chromebook, and essentially what sync your Chromebook is let's say you have another Chromebook and you sign in on that Chromebook, or let's say if you take your original Chromebook and get rid of it, and then you get a brand new Chromebook. Basically, all you'll have to do is sign in on that new Chromebook, and all your settings will be copied over. So that's like one of the really cool things about the Chromebooks that I don't think a lot of people know about, is the fact that it's just so easy to go from Chromebook to Chromebook. I know a lot of times with Windows computers, you sign in, you basically put your whole life on that computer, or similar to like a MacBook, you sign in, put all your stuff in there. But with the Chromebook, you don't have to worry about all that. You can simply just sync everything, sign into a new Chromebook. All of your bookmarks and apps and all that stuff will be there. Your extensions will reload and all that stuff. So we are definitely going to go with, sync your Chromebook apps, settings, and more. And, basically it's just going to sync everything. So we're going to hit accept and continue, which is right there. And we're going to click on that. And then now we have Google Play apps and services. And this is basically all of their disclaimer. You can back all of this stuff up to the Google Drive. So if you guys want to zoom in a little bit more and read that, if you want to, there is that information there. So I'll put that back down and let's go to more. So obviously, we can review this if we want to, but I'm just going to hit accept, and we're going to come back out a little bit more so we can see the rest of the screen here. And basically we are getting Google Assistant available on the Chromebooks. So for a lot of you out there that like using Google Assistant, it's available here on this Chromebook. So I'm going to hit I agree, access your assistants with Hey Google, and pretty much my voice match is already ready because I've already done this before on another phone. So here I can connect to my phone if I want to. So I can either connect to my Pixel 6 Pro or the OnePlus 8 5G, and I am going to select the Pixel 6 Pro, accept and continue. So now the phone can actually be synced up with the Chromebook. And I think that was a question that somebody had before, and I didn't know the answer, but we just found out the answer. So also you have an option here for get Chromebook tips, offers, and updates, and share feedback. Well, we're just going to leave that signed up. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is basically just going to, take us to where I last left off. So I got my little TubeBuddy extension up here. Something to do with Credit One, probably something old or whatnot. But yeah, so essentially this is how it looks. This is how my home screen looks. And I'm just going to unplug this for a little bit just so we can kind of walk around this. Now, this is a 1080p screen, as you guys can see from the label up front. And this can fold all the way back on itself, and it basically becomes a tablet. So there is a touch screen here. I can move up and down by using my finger. If I want to, I can click up here and, I can check out my extensions and see all the different stuff that I got going on in there. Also, if I want to, kind of just scroll down and move up and down. And I've always liked a, glossy display. I think it looks a lot better than, having a matte display, but that all depends on the person. So let's go to YouTube and let's see. Let's go to youtube.com and we can see what comes up on my homepage. So this is pretty much kind of loading, at average speed, and I think it's pretty good. Let's go to a video and let's look up MKBHD. So actually, do I have some stuff in 4K? I think I do. So let's look up my other channel, which is Trent's Tech. And we're gonna go into here, and let me zoom back in a little bit just so you guys can kind of see everything. Let's see, let's find something. Do I have something here that's in 4K? Probably. So I'm gonna click on a video here. And that's a very flattering picture for me to pause on. But the cool thing is this here will go up to 1080p because that's what I recorded it in. And right now it looks like it's pretty much playing with no lagging issues. So this is actually kind of a cool thing to have. You can kind of treat this pretty much just as like a giant tablet. So once again, you can click on different stuff, choose the different resolutions, but essentially this works similar to a laptop, but it's just Chrome OS. So I'm going to flip that back over because honestly, I'm a little bit more comfortable with a mouse and a trackpad, but you can kind of see where I'm going with that. Let me go back and let me try another video because I'm trying to see if there's some stuff here in 4K that I could show you guys. So is this one in 4K? Yes. So this one goes all the way up to 4K, and let's zoom in a little bit so we can see it. So I'm gonna switch this to 4K, and it's loading a little bit, and pretty much it is playing it flawlessly. And let me get my big old face out the way. So yeah, I'm sitting here watching 4K content on this Chromebook, which is pretty awesome because sometimes you have Windows computers out here that can't even play 4K, but this Chromebook is doing it pretty well. So now we got to do the ultimate test, and let's try 8K video. I just want to see how well that this does. So 8K video, and so this is supposed to be in 8K, and I guess we can see if my internet connection is fast enough for this. And we're gonna switch that from 4K all the way to 8K. Let's see what happens. Is my internet connection fast enough for this? Will this be a fail? Now, I don't know if these have fans, but these feel like they're heat vents up here. So right now, I do not think it's going to play 8K. So that was a good test just to see what it would do. But honestly, in my opinion, for it to even, attempt to play 8K on a Chromebook is kind of hilarious. So I might need a little bit better of an internet connection. So yeah, we are going to tone that down because that's not working. But if we go back to 4K, it plays just fine. So obviously 1080p screen, but we are playing 4K, which is nice, which is dope. And the rest of this, like I said, it feels good. It feels kind of premium. It feels like you're getting a lot for essentially $300. I don't know what the original cost of this was. I just know how much basically I spent at Best Buy. But so far, I'm liking it. And first impressions are definitely good. This honestly feels like it's really on par with something like a MacBook as far as the feel, right? So like I got my MacBook over here to the side that I'm using to record everything as far as like the audio, but this definitely feels nice. And for most people out there, if all you're gonna do is just get on the internet and watch videos, there's nothing wrong with this. So yeah, definitely going to dive into this a lot more. I know this video is a little bit long, but this is my first video, so I'm just having fun with it and I'm enjoying myself. So let me know down in the comments section below, what questions do you guys have? What follow-up videos would you like to see? And if you made it to this point in the video and you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will definitely be making, weekly uploads about this Chromebook and any other Chromebooks that I end up getting. But as far as the first impressions of this are good. Definitely good. Glad I picked this up. I was thinking about getting like a cheapo Chromebook, but I didn't. So I'm kind of happy that I went with this, but I still might get a cheapo Chromebook just to do some comparisons. So I think I'm definitely going to be watching a lot of content tonight. I'm going to be supporting a couple of creators. Definitely Technically T, Tech King Mike, whenever he gets back on the streams and back to making videos, I'll be ready. And, pretty much everybody else, Mark Spirell, and God, there's so many people that I keep up with as far as NKBHD and Viper and El Jefe and everybody else. So yeah, definitely going to leave it there. So once again, leave me a comment, leave me a recommendation, and hopefully this is a very good first video. And I don't know, sorry, I'm ranting and running on, but all right, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.